Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making August's soap of the month, which is inspired by the many berries that grow on my property. I have blackberries, I have dewberries, I think I might have even raspberries, and they're all ripening right now. So I have taken that inspiration of the berries for my color palette, and I'm also taking the opportunity to recreate a soap that I used to make a lot earlier on in my soap company. I used to make this black raspberry vanilla soap. The base was black and it had purple, blue, and pink swirls in it. I wanted to recreate that soap, but with a natural colorant twist. And I don't know how it will turn out, but I'm excited. We're making 24 pounds of soap today. The base of the soap is going to be colored black naturally with activated charcoal, but I also took the opportunity to infuse some alkanet root powder in the sunflower oil that I used. So I don't know what color this is going to produce. I'm hoping for a really deep, moody black purple, but we'll see. We're gonna add our lye water, some kaolin clay, and here is our activated charcoal that I've diluted a little bit in some sweet almond oil. It takes a little bit of extra time to do that, to make a paste out of your dry additives, but it really does make a difference in creating a more even color throughout your soap. So I highly recommend you guys do that, even if it's mica. It works so much better when it's diluted. Here's the moment of truth. We'll see what color this produces. So it looks like it's pretty black. This is my fragrance oil blend, which is a scent of berries and a little bit of honeysuckle as well. So after the initial pour, it looks pretty liquid. So I'm just going to blend it a little bit more. Next up, we're going to do a pink swirl, which is created using madder root powder and rhubarb root powder. I infuse the rhubarb root powder into my sunflower oil, which gives it this really yellow-brown color, but once the soap chemistry does its magic, it'll turn pink. To enhance that pink, I'm going to be also using madder root in my lye water. And to enhance that color even more, I'm going to be adding some rose clay. Wow, that turned pretty red. I love that. Next color, we're going to be doing a blue swirl. So first, before I add my blue colorant, I'm going to add some clay. And the blue is going to be achieved using indigo, which I added to my lye water. And it's that heat of the lye water that brings out the blue. And then we're going to blend. Wow, look at these two colors. To get the purple swirl, I'm actually going to blend these two colors together to see what kind of purple it produces. Blue and pink, that makes purple, right? I guess we'll find out. So I added those two colors together. Let's see what kind of purple I get, if I get purple. Well, I didn't really get a purple. That's okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna start with the red. Go in there a little bit deeper. And we're going to put the blue next. This is a really pretty blue too. Oh gosh, that was a wild pour. That's sometimes how it goes. And then the purple color. Wow, how cool does that look? I'm going to give this a swirl. All right, next, we're just going to keep pouring. I think I'm going to save some of the blue for my top color. I like to use the lightest color as my top of the soap. I think it gives the soap the most pop. And then the last color is going to be this purple. And we're going to do some swirls. I'll try swirling with my left hand. I wonder if that'll make a bit of a difference. I will say that swirling with the left hand feels weird, but I'm a lot slower with it, which might be good. I'm going to mark where my loaves are going to be. Help guide me when it comes to the tops that I want to texture. And I'm going to wait a little bit to texture the soap because it's still pretty runny. Although the black has set up nicely, the other colors are a little too soft. So I'm just going to wait and give it a little bit. Okay, I think we're ready to texture. Yeah, we are almost there. Now the black feels like it is, definitely. But the other colors are catching up pretty fast. I'm actually finding myself with a lot of soap left, so I actually might pour some more into this mold and redo these tops because I think I have a little bit too much excess left in this bucket that I'm using for the tops of my soap. Fill in these tops a little bit. We're going to clean up these edges. You know, I love a good textured soap. It's gotta be textured for me. And if it's not, I feel like there's something missing in that soap. I try to achieve a nice chunky top whenever I can. I'm just retexturizing the top here in a way I've never done before. I'm just kind of going at it from both angles to distribute that soap. Very interesting technique. I've never done this before. Fortunately, because of this, the blue's a little muddier than I would like, but that's okay. What can you do? Just add a little bit more at the top. So this color is interesting. I do like it. Is it going to be this color when it dries? I don't know. Alkanet root powder can morph. So the black will be an interesting color once everything is done. The indigo, I think, stays pretty true to the blue. I'm going to do some swirls. To help enhance that blue, I'm going to sprinkle some blue cornflowers along the top, and they'll give it a pop from that mauve pink color that ended up being right at the top. I did want it to be a lighter blue, but sometimes the best laid plans don't pan out, and you got to be adaptable. So that's what's happening here. I am shifting from the original plan. And this blue looks really nice against the color of the soap. So I am good with this decision. Now I'm just going to finish this off with a very fine mist of mica. And the mica This helps to enhance those edges a little bit more of those tops that I put so much work into. I really like how the mica highlights those ridges and makes everything stand out. So here we are, it is the next day, and this is how the soap currently looks. The top of the soap definitely isn't as blue as I wanted it to be because I mixed up the blue with the other colors. So the color that I have here is a bit of a muddy, I'm not even sure how to describe it, but it's pretty muddy. It's a little bit purple, a little bit pink, a little bit the color of sand. But you can see here, this is the color I wanted the tops to be. And that would have looked so beautiful, I think, but this is the soap that we got, and that's okay. You can see here from the other smaller sample soaps that I wanted to make how much that blue pops against that softer pink color. So I'm really excited to see how that looks on the inside of this soap slab. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting everything up. Okay, the first cut's promising. I love how much that blue pops. Next cut. I don't know why I thought mixing the blue and the pink together would make a more pronounced purple. It didn't, but that's what experimentation is all about. Now I know. And I don't really see any purplish hue to the black part, which I was hoping for with the alkanet root powder. This looks black to me. Last 3 logs. Okay, we are getting some really nice swirls along the side here. So how cool would it have been to have a light blue swirl at the top? It's a little bit more pronounced next time. Let's go ahead and cut these into bars. I'm really excited about this. I know something tells me it's gonna look really interesting. It might not, but I'm hoping that it does. My first cut of this honeysuckle and berry soap. Okay, look at this swirl. Are you kidding me? What? See, you will get cool swirls like this, or you'll get, you know, swirls like this out of the same soap slab. One was significantly cooler to look at than the other, I must say. Let's see what else we got going here. Okay. That's looking really cool. Ooh, this is looking really nice. The more inside I get, the more exciting I think the swirls turn out. Loving how much that blue pops against all the dark colors surrounding it. This smells amazing. It's a berry soap, but the honeysuckle note adds so much to it. Get into the inside. And the last soap, just absolutely beautiful. Are you kidding me? Those blue, black, and pink tones. I'm in love. I love this soap so much. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of the soap. So here are the final cut soaps. I am so pleased with them. I know that this purple color was not what I was planning for, or should I say lack of purple color. It's definitely more of a mauve or dusty pink color. I still think it works, especially against this pop of very bright blue from that indigo. And when you look at everything as a whole, holy cow, it does not look like a soap that has been colored with natural colorants. It definitely looks a lot more vibrant than your typical natural soap, which I'm very proud of, and I want to continue doing soaps like these. I want to achieve really bright, vibrant results and keep experimenting with natural colors. And what if I want a mauvey color someday? Now I know that I can achieve that by mixing these two colors together. I think my favorite swirl out of the bunch here is this guy right here. I love these little swirls of blue. It looks so delicate but so beautiful and bold at the same time. You can see in bars like this where the blue has really broken through and has spilled into the black portion. That also looks so beautiful. This soap is like that too over here. But I'm so happy and proud with these soaps. They look gorgeous and they smell amazing. When you compare a soap like this to what these soaps used to look like using micas and other synthetic colors, definitely is not as vibrant, but for a natural soap, I think it looks pretty darn beautiful. I think that this soap, which is scented in a really strong berry and floral honeysuckle scent, just matches the aesthetic really beautifully. I like the charcoal color as well. And I'm excited to share with you guys exactly how I did that. If you guys want to know how I did that, then that recipe is on my Patreon, which is linked down below. Thank you to everyone who chooses to support me on there. And if you are in the $20 Soap of the Month tier, this guy is coming home to you. That is only if you have signed up the month before. So whatever month you decide to sign up, you are getting the next month's soap. But one benefit of the Soap of the Month tier is that you get to see the process and get a sneak peek of the soaps before I release them to YouTube and also to my website and my Instagram. So if you want to check out what is going on, what I'm making before anyone else does, and also guarantee you a bar of the next soap for the next month coming up, then sign up for that tier. Otherwise, you can grab the soap from my website, which is linked down below. If you just want to know how to make it and you don't necessarily want the soap, then you can get the recipe at the $5 tier, so you don't have to go all the way up to the Soap of the Month tier for that. And at the $5 tier and up, you get access to the recipe, the blog post, all of the supplies that I used, and all of the techniques that I used to achieve a bar of soap that looks like this. And the last big benefit is that you get access to me. I answer all of my questions on there. I don't provide one-on-one consulting, but I do provide a good answer to any question you might have, whether that's about a soap business or about formulating, and not just about soap too, bath bomb making, lotion making. So if you're new in your journey and you want just a little bit of guidance, then that's where I'll be. You can ask questions here, obviously. I answer them as much as I can on YouTube, but that is not a guaranteed answer. Does that not look like a gorgeous, beautiful butterfly? But that is the video for today. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you thought the soap turned out as cool and as beautiful as I do. And until the next video, keep smiling, keep being awesome, and keep making beautiful things like a berry soap using natural colorants. Bye, guys.